Meeting of the National Minimum Wage Committee, which started about 5 p.m., is still ongoing at the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation. A source at the meeting told TVC News that while government wants a return to negotiations, organized labor insists on a commitment of a figure from the government to enable it to return to its organs for deliberations. Present at the meeting at the SGF, Minister of Information and National Orientation, Minister of State, Labour and Employment, Salaries and Wages Commission, as well as labor leaders from the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress. It's yet uncertain when the meeting will end, as the committee is still locked in the meeting. And our correspondents across the country earlier today monitored developments with the nationwide strike embarked upon by the Nigeria Labour Congress and the Trade Union Congress. We have updates in this report. Let's talk to our National Assembly correspondent, Joke Adisa. Just before that, Joke is monitoring the ongoing meeting between the federal government and organized labor. What updates do you have as regards this meeting, Joke?
Well, thank you, Lifemi. The update as we speak is that the meeting is still on. Right behind me is the office of the Secretary to the Government of the Federation, where organized labor, organized private sector and the government are locked in a meeting. The report you read did say the meeting started about 5 p.m. and it appears to be a make or mar meeting. The way we are seeing things, we've been here since when they started, and it doesn't seem that they will be finishing anytime soon. But one thing we have been able to get, like I did put across, is the fact that some of the labor leaders in the meeting have also said that what they want is a figure that will be acceptable to them, to their members. Whereas the said government just want negotiations to continue, while they continue to open the books and ensure that what government can offer is what is able to put on the table, so that the government itself does not shoot itself in the legs. So that is where we are. We are hoping, and we are here. It's actually been a very long day. How long more we are going to stay here, we do not know yet. But of course, the spirit is up. No news station will want to miss a story as huge as this. So we are hoping that, like many Nigerians, that both parties will be able to come to a truce this night, so that what has been lost will just stop there, and Nigeria's economy will not be put into further damage arising from this nationwide strike by organized.
Walk us through the standard practice when negotiation of this nature is ongoing. What does organized labor do if it gets a deal in this meeting? Can the leaders make announcement from this meeting, or they have to return, to their respective organizations?
Well, the practice usually is that, yes, the leadership of both labor centers actually do not have any mandate, they do not have any power of their own to declare a strike or declare a strike suspended. So they will have to return to their organs. They have the National Executive Council, they have the National Administrative Council, so they have to revert to them, and it's from there that they will be able to meet. The NEC, of course, comprises state chairmen and secretaries and treasurers, so who will meet. Then the NEC also has to do with the affiliate unions, who will also sit together. And so they have to get the buy-in, they have to get the mandate of these organs to be able to declare a strike suspended or even declare a strike at all. So it's not within the powers of the NLC president or the TUC president to say they are declaring a strike or they are declaring a strike suspended. So what it means here that whatever it is that is agreed upon, labor will still have to revert to their organs. But of course, we have seen situations where agreements are signed and the deals are reached, and what that will infer is that even while the meeting is going on, they will have to step aside. Labor leaders have to step aside, make calls, make consultations, and be able to sign maybe a memorandum of understanding or whatever agreement they want to sign. But definitely they will have to revert to their organs.
Yes, the wait is on 5 hours after the meeting began. We're looking forward to hear from them soon. Hopefully tonight, Joke, I can tell it's been a long day for you and every other journalist covering this story. Joke is live for us in Abuja. Let's now talk to the Senate, the Chairman Senate Committee on Finance, distinguished Senator Sani Musa on TVC News at 10. We saw the leadership of the National Assembly attempting to rescue the situation earlier on yesterday. That didn't work. How optimistic are you that the federal government can now strike a deal with organized labor, saying how compliance went today across board?
Thank you very much. If you can hear me, this is Muhammad Sani Musa. Senator, I can see the effort that the leadership of the National Assembly put in yesterday. And that shows to you that the 10th National Assembly is very considerate and then pertinent about the future of this country. Because what affects just the labor affects Nigeria. And what affects Nigeria also affects the government. So as far as we are concerned from the legislative angle, we believe that dialogue is the answer. I mean, going for strike does not give the result. Otherwise, I mean, at the end of the day, every Nigerian is going to suffer from it. I mean, I cannot imagine when you shut down electricity nationwide. I mean, if you're fighting for the poor man, it's the same poor man that is going to suffer the whole thing. So what I believe is that constructive dialogue and perseverance must come to bear in this situation that we have today.
So you had a, distinguished senator, you had a press release earlier appealing to organized labor to return to the negotiation table. But I'm sure you're also following some of the reaction online. The take home of senators have suddenly become, you know, part of the conversation. How much you get, for instance, for wardrobe allowance and how much you and your other colleagues get on an annual basis. How relevant do you think this is? They are saying perhaps even lawmakers haven't shown so much to cut down on these funds to be able to spread the wealth around.
As far as I'm concerned with this situation, I believe it has gone beyond knowing what a senator carries home or what he does not carry home. What I believe is that either he carries whatever, today with the situation we are in this country, is going to feel the brunt as well. And everyone is feeling the brunt. And I can tell you that a lot of things are just going around the social media without any authentication. Go and look at my basic salary. What is the basic salary of a senator? You go and look at it. It's there. I can give you my pay slips. And I can give you all the credits in my account and then give you all the returns that are happening in my office. I mean, when people are talking, they should make their investigation very diligently, so that at the end of the day, they come out with something. But that is not where we are today. Where we are is that, look, there is a strike in this country, and it's affecting everybody. Hospitals are shut down. Transportation is almost at the comatose. Everything you know is at standstill. And then you look at the fragile situation in terms of security in this country. So we know everybody, this is the most difficult period that every Nigerian will have to persevere and will have to come together and find a lasting solution to this problem. If you look at the Nigerian workforce, where the labor is fighting for, I mean, look at the federal civil service, how many employees do they have? Look at the state. When you put all together, they are not more than 18 million. And then when you look at the private sector and put everything, the workforce of Nigeria is almost about something million. And then you look at it, if just out of something million, only about 1.something million earned from government wants change in the salary structure to be adopted by government, how do you think some people that are in the private sector will be able to take care of paying salary? I can tell you, before becoming a senator, I run a business. So, and because I'm becoming a senator, that business have to shut down? No.
Distinguished.
So how much salary will we be able to pay?
If you think that 494 or thereabout that organized labor is asking for is not what government can afford, how much do you think government can afford?
As a minimum wage in this country at this particular period, I can tell you, it's not possible.
How much do you think is possible? Do you think 60,000 naira is a living wage for the average Nigerian worker?
The 60,000 government is proposing today can go a long way, but it's also going to add the overhead of government. And the budget, look at our budget cycle. Look at how much we are generating. Look at the decline in the oil production. We are not producing anything. So I think we need to all go back to the classroom, or we need to go back to the drawing table and restructure not only the country itself, but the economy. The economy of this country. How much are we doing? How much is agriculture bringing to this country? Today you cannot even go to the farm. We need to do something about. Those are the areas that we should concentrate today. And the civil servants, the workers, have a responsibility to be able to give every maximum support to government in order to tackle all these situations.
Chairman,
I can understand with the labor. I can understand with them. Things are very difficult. Things are hard. But I think the only way out of this thing is dialogue. We must come to table. We must compromise. We must persevere. This country belongs to all of us.
That's our time, distinguished Senator. Chairman, Senate Committee on Finance, Sani Musa. Hopefully, both parties can, reach a deal later on tonight. Thank you so much for talking to us.
Mr. President have a very, very, very good plans for this country in terms of economy, in terms of infrastructure.
All right.
Thank you.
Senator Musa, thank you for talking to us.